It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are still live with Expresso, and of course we're about to address something vitally important, and I think hopefully over this time of the year, while there is such an increase in awareness and a focus on this area, that we will find real, practical solutions to a problem that seems to have confounded us, this country, for too long. GBV, a three-letter acronym that carries a lot of hurt, injustice and guilt, and the realities and the impacts of gender-based violence cannot be neatly packed away. We can't bury our head in the sand. We need real solutions. We need to address this issue and the multitude of issues that feed into it and surround it, as well as finding practical, as I said, solutions that we can implement. Enter the Shout It Now NPO, which is dedicated to providing sexual, reproductive health and life skills program services in areas of Gauteng and the Northwest to address the scourge of gender-based violence and the rate of HIV infections. The head of marketing, Zonja Penzhorn, is on the couch or in the chair, in the hot seat, to share more about what sounds like a wonderful step in the right direction. We know awareness, yes, is the first step. We need people to be having these very difficult and ugly conversations, but we also need tools that will adjust, and it often feels like an overwhelming problem to tackle, but if you do it one individual at a time, I think we can get there. But why is it so important to have that awareness, to have that conversation, and who should we be talking to and with for that narrative?
Yeah, Graham, just first of all, thank you for having us here.
Absolutely.
It's such an important conversation that we need to have, and it's something, the conversation we really need to normalize. And I think it's first understanding what gender-based violence really is and unpacking that. I think people sometimes use it as an abbreviation of pity, but we don't understand what it is. And what it is basically a human rights violation. It's taking away someone's power. And the situation and its root cause is really a society problem. It's where gender inequalities become...
It's a socio-economic thing.
Exactly, become normalized, stereotypes become normalized, and the worst thing is society accepts them. And then within South Africa, women are disproportionately affected because we still live in a society where we say women are less, and men are more powerful, and that's a problem. And the situation that we find ourselves in is that we are all responsible to fix this problem in the conversations that we have, in the vocabulary that we have, in the behavior that we condone. Every single day there's situations that condones perpetrators to get away with violence against women.
And I think it stems to a conversation that men can have with their boys. It's not just the intentional conversation, it's the other stuff. It's the way that they learn and grow through what they mirror or model off you. I think that's important. You guys have made a very strong link between gender-based violence and HIV. What is the connection there?
So if you look at the average daily rate of HIV infection, especially, like I said, predominantly it affects women, and especially in the ages of 10 to 24-year-old females, there's about 219 new infections every single day of HIV. Then coupled with GBV, for instance, if someone is in a relationship with, or intimate relationship with an unfaithful partner, she doesn't have the ability to navigate safe sex, so a condom use.
That in itself is a violation.
Exactly, because she's scared of being further abused. I mean, even if she can't navigate condom use, there are other solutions like PrEP, and PrEP is a pill. If you take it every day, similar to a contraceptive, every day after 7 days, your chances of contracting HIV is 98% less.
Wow.
So you can't get HIV. However, if she takes the tablets and the perpetrator or intimate partner who is abusing her finds that, he can then further on abuse, whichever the abuse is, if it's sexual or physical or financial. So the link between HIV and GBV is really when you are in a relationship and you're really disempowered and you have an unfaithful partner, you do not have the ability to navigate safe sex.
No, you don't have the choice, exactly.
No.
So finally, Shout It Now steps
Yes.
in with some what sound like very practical measures to help people that are most affected by this. What is your mission, and what has the reception been like with the people that you've been working with?
Yeah, so for Shout It Now, we really believe in a client-centric model. And what that means is we really want to look at the individual as a whole. It's not just about HIV testing, it's about life skill programs, it's about having social workers and nurses all access to these young women. And we have these beautiful mobile buses that go into the hard-to-reach community to provide access. Our staff are phenomenal. We recruit them from the areas in which we serve. So they understand the culture. And also, we specialize in the youth. So our staff are young, they're youth-friendly, because there's a lot of stigma. And you want to speak to a peer, you know, when you're addressing something.
So it's relatable,
and the response has been amazing from our clients, and from we work very closely with the Department of Health, we work with other partners, and we just really want to provide solutions that is going to empower these young women, to empower them from their situations.
Oh, and it just starts, just help one woman, one child.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're already winning. Zonja, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
this
so
morning.
much.
Keep doing the amazing work.
Thank you very much.
We are so excited to see the vital growth being made by an organization like the Shout It Now NPO, so that we can do the hands-on work that is needed to address gender-based violence and the direct link it has on South Africa's HIV epidemic. If you'd like to find out more, any information or how you can support their program, then visit shoutitnow.org. Please do that.